Christian, obviously a tough loss. It seemed like LAFC really pinned you guys back, but was there anything in particular that surprised you here today that perhaps resulted in that big of a loss?
I think initially, giving up a goal away from home, a soft goal, a preventable goal, really hurt us. And it's just about being patient and not rushing, and not opening up, being smart. This is playoff soccer at the end of the day. So, being closed, we can't let that second goal go in at half, because now we're chasing even more. So really, goals change games, right? If we avoid one of those, we're still in it. And then in the end, our two chances at the beginning of the second half could have changed the game again as well.
And that's one of the leaders in this team. How do you get back from 4 or 3 games where just nothing has really gone your way?
Yeah, I think being tough to beat, getting back to being a team that is really difficult to score on. We were always in games at the beginning of the year because we didn't get scored on, and we didn't let these goals happen, and we defended as a team. And we're seeing ourselves being a little bit too open for my liking, and getting back to being a strong defensive team is something that we'll be focusing on.
Thank you, Christian. Nico, thank you for your questions. Alonso Contreras, you are up next. Go ahead.
Thank you, Alex. This question is for Christian. Christian, tough loss. I would like to ask, it seems that LAFC controlled the midfield from the beginning of the game. What do you think it was hard for the team to react to it?
Well, I think we were fine up until the goal, really. I thought we were getting in behind. It's fine if they have the ball. In the counter, they're just open for the counter. So, at the end of the day, for me, it was just a goal. It was the goal that changed the game and made us flustered. It opened us up. We got impatient. So them having the ball, it wasn't the biggest deal for us. The deal breaker was them scoring a goal and then impacting us and how we play, and us feeling a little bit rushed, wanting the ball back and wanting to get into the game. But at the end of the day, we got to understand that it's a long game, and we would create chances. So letting in that second goal really hurt us.
Jada Evans.
Thanks. Christian, in saying that, are you also saying then that the schedule hasn't affected you guys as much? I mean, 4 games in 11, I guess it's like 11 days. It seemed like you guys might be a little heavy-footed too.
It certainly doesn't help, the quality of soccer. At the end of the day, having a lot of games like this is difficult on the body, but all teams are dealing with it. So it's not like it's unfair for one team. All teams are dealing with it. It's at the end of the year where guys are getting injured, coming back from injury, international break. So it's not an excuse. It's more so just being able to recover and utilize our squad. We have tremendous depth on our team, and today just wasn't our day. And sometimes you got to just deal with that and move on.
Go over to Felipe Maqueda. Felipe.
Gracias, Alex. Cristian, estamos en vivo para el Rey 360. Me gustaría preguntarte cuáles son tus impresiones de este encuentro después de que Seattle ha hecho únicamente un punto de los últimos 12.
La verdad, nos sentimos frustrados porque sabíamos que iba a ser un partido muy difícil, pero ellos metieron un gol muy, muy suave de nuestra parte. Teníamos que defender mejor en ese momento, y la verdad ya 1-0 perdiendo Un minuto antes del medio tiempo teníamos que cerrar el partido 1-0 en medio tiempo y ellos metieron el segundo y nos abrimos. Teníamos la oportunidad de meter uno para hacer el partido y los goles cambiaron los partidos, el partido.
Augusto, go ahead.
Yeah, the question was, Cristian, please, what are your impressions on this game, especially now that we are on a path where we just were able to score or make 1 point out of 12 that we have had available? The answer from Cristian was, well, really frustrated. I mean, it was a frustrating performance. We knew coming into the game that it was going to be a difficult game and it was going to be hard. And we allowed a relatively soft goal at the beginning, which basically changed the whole dynamic of the game. We were playing well before that, but when that goal came in, it changed the dynamic. And basically those goals, the goals were what affected our performance overall. So we need to keep working on that.
Jeremiah O'Shan.
Yeah, Brad, how was it being back out there? I guess it had been quite a spell for you, and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, obviously you guys probably know that I had COVID. I got through that. It was tough, but then I came back in second session back. I landed on my shoulder in training, and that's I've been out for a while now, and today was just getting back out there and trying to get myself back up there and feeling good, but the game was not a great result, so it's nice to be back out there, but ultimately the result wasn't what we wanted today, and that's it really hurts us. But we need to go home, and we've got a big game at home on next week, so we need to move past this and focus on that.
Thanks, Brad. We'll take 1 or 2 follow-ups here and get the guys on their way. Jada Evans, I see your hand raised. Go ahead.
Thank you. Brad, in getting back, how do you feel that the chemistry is, I guess, between you and Nuhu? You guys started off really, started the season off really well together, and obviously you both have been through things. So how do you kind of come back together and get that chemistry going again?
Yeah, like Cristian said, we've got great depth, and everyone, the whole team's been chopping and changing the whole season. So I feel like there's good chemistry around in every area of the pitch. Today, obviously, as you saw, it didn't go our way, and I love playing with Nuhu. He helps me out a lot in defense and lets me get forward and do what I'm good at. So obviously it's been chopping and changing, and people have been out with various different things. So it's getting the relationships back together before the playoffs start, and we need a few good results before then, but I'm sure we'll be fine and get all the chemistry back together.
Okay, last one, Nico Moreno. Nico, close us out before we welcome in Brian.
Okay, thank you. Brad, it seemed like perhaps today, especially during the first half, you didn't get on the ball a lot. Do you think that was mainly because of LAFC pinning you guys back, or maybe because you're just kind of getting back to the chemistry of the team?
It's hard to say. I think at times, if the ball moves slowly across the field, I feel like that their team is able to shift over, and then we're not able to be effective. I feel like we have to move the ball across the park quickly. And I felt like as it was coming over to the left, it was just it was coming over too slow, and at times we couldn't get out, and that's why I was going back and then cycling back to the right. So it's just one of those games, and move past it, and I'm sure it'll be better for the next game.